Is this just one of the many things that is actually keeping us less spiritual as a human species, like breathing up, in these panic reactions?
Well, think about it this way. One of my theory is where breathing goes out. First of all, I've never seen an infant that doesn't breathe through the nose diaphragmatically. Right. Usually right about first, second grade, you already notice kids, I've been really observing this, are already into their upper chest, where these panic receptors are.
Okay.
How can you be spiritual when you're afraid all the time, right? Because you are in the upper chest, the fear lobes, right? The fight or flight. You're in a chronic stressed out state. The bills, the mortgage, the children. Oh my God, the children.
All the stuff in my house.
Oh my God, the terrorists, they're going to get me. The boogeyman, the car payment, the insurance. It's like it's hard to relax and be spiritual when you're just in survival mode.
Right, in the lizard brain.
And what this does is puts you in survival mode.
Okay, so this is a big thing that you teach now.
You got to bring it down.
Is this the cornerstone of what you teach now when you travel the world? Or?
Well, let's put it this way. As a trainer in the past, I didn't pay any attention to it at all. People just want to come in and basically get their ass kicked, right? They think that, if they're, making all this noise and, like CrossFit or whatever.
I've
right?
done that before a lot.
Well, we all have.
Yeah.
We all have. They think they're getting a workout. But in reality, they're probably doing more harm than good.
Just starving themselves of oxygen.
So
really.
Here we have trainers that are not even paying attention to the most basic, fundamental human process, the breath. Then they're loading them up with these intense exercises. They're not looking at their structure, looking at their balance. A lot of people already have horrible movement patterns. They can't squat, they can't even do, and then they're loading these bad movement patterns and causing stress in people that are already overly stressed. Now sometimes people say, I got to go to the gym and I got to work out really, really hard, and they're breathing with this horribly dysfunctional breathing, getting over adrenalized. You could become addicted to adrenaline like you do caffeine or drugs. You become an adrenaline junkie. And yes, you do feel high for a while, but then you have a terrible crash, and then you're chronically tired and exhausted all day long. And then, they're drinking coffee to bring it back up again, and no wonder people are suffering from adrenal fatigue and adrenal burnout and so forth. Their habits are creating this terrible drain on their body.
Right.
But you can, with the proper breath, you'll find that you'll need less sleep. You don't need to go to the caffeine.
I'm going to try taping my mouth this week.
Well, that's interesting how it does. I would tell you, if people want to read more about this, a good book to start with is The Oxygen Advantage. You can buy it on Kindle, Amazon, UK.
Okay.
Download it on your iPhone, read it on the bus or the train.
Okay.
Read it at the office. Simple little book. Guy makes, he's not the only game in town. He's all into nasal only breathing. Some authorities feel it's perfectly okay to exhale through the mouth.
But not inhale through the mouth?
Never.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you got some nose blockages?
Maybe if I'm swimming.
Okay. What if you got some nose blockages?
Well, you see my nose, right? It's crooked. I broke my nose about 4 times in my athletic career.
Yeah.
Headbutts and stuff in wrestling and accidental stuff. And I have a deviated septum as a result. And I actually went to a certified rolfer. This is a body realignment specialist who literally stuck their fingers up the nasal passages and realigned the nose. And then they showed me how to do it. Every now and again, I'll take olive oil or sesame oil, and I'll just very gently work my fingers into the nose just to keep it open.
Wow.
And it's like, also another thing that happens to a lot of older men especially, but even guys in their 40s, you start getting those boar bristles in your nose. I recommend going to a good Turkish barbershop and getting it waxed and rip that stuff out of there. You'd be shocked at how getting rid of the excess silica and your...
helps your breathing.
Oh my God.
More tips from Steve Maxwell.